New World server transfers have been delayed until next week, and the reason they are doing that, well, one of the reasons is very, very interesting. I also want to talk about why some of the servers are dead and why it's actually not really a big problem. So let's have a look at the post that has been made from the Amazon developer. They talk about they have the final pieces of the server transfer system tested and ready to go, but they're making a difficult decision to hold it until next week. This was a balance between honouring a date we told you to expect versus the disruption of the deployment during a peak play period, the weekend. We've worked on this feature non-stop every day to make good on our date estimations, but releasing it now would mean downtime, server balance changing based on transfers, and wars that wouldn't go through, etc. Now this bit I'm really fascinated about because I haven't really seen them address this anywhere else. Now I'm not sure what they're going to do to actually stop this happening. So let me just put it one way. On my server, the predominant faction is Syndicate, they're like 80%, something like that. If you give everybody the server transfer, well, it would not surprise me to see the greens and the yellows to be like, well, this is no fun. The purple have all the advantage. There's too many people. I'm going to go to somewhere where I can actually have a more balanced time. And what they'll inadvertently do is create a server that's predominantly green or predominantly yellow. And the server I'm on will remain predominantly purple. The server balance is going to be affected by the transfer simply because of that reason. And what Amazon do about it, well, we'll have to wait and see, because they talk about it, but will they do anything about it? And that's really the key question for me. They talk about the wars not going through, however I will yet to see actually them do anything about that because of the patch on Wednesday. We missed out on a war because it was extended, we did not get refunded that war, and we just lost the gold. But I don't think anybody really minds too much that this is going to get delayed to a non-busy period. I don't think most people would want all of the servers to be affected because some people are transferring between and have the peak weekend experience just completely destroyed. It makes more sense to wait for the patch on Wednesday and then just include it then and let people transfer that Wednesday evening if that is the thing that they're planning on doing. Quickly going back to the server balance though, I sort of wish that they would let the dominant faction transfer first. Maybe give them a week and then say we'll open it to everybody, because otherwise you're going to have that problem that I explained a second ago. So that's that. It's been delayed a week. Hopefully most people will be okay with it because it sort of makes sense. You don't want to disrupt the weekend. Then we've got people saying that these servers are dying. And basically that's true. Some of the servers will be dying. The numbers are dwindling. Now that doesn't mean the game is dead just because a lot of players are leaving. No, we had a massive launch and now we're having a massive exodus, and that's okay. We will find the actual correct number of players for the game in time, not within the first couple of weeks and months of the game. Now, the one point I want to talk about here is that yes, a lot of the server player peak times now are getting to about half of the server capacity, and that's when I think you might see Amazon deciding to merge them, because there's no point having these to a 2,000 people server if only like 800, 1,000 people are on them. Furthermore, it is a little bit weird that some of the bigger servers got extended in cap, that got raised to 2250. That did sort of suggest that they were the favourite servers, but the reality is that they did that because they were the most popular servers. However, the most popular servers will attract the most people because most people want to play with the most people, if that makes sense, which I'm not sure it did. I'd like to see the cap go to this 2,500 that they tried and it didn't quite work. I'd like every server to go like that, and I'd like the servers to get merged quickly. I don't want the numbers to dwindle till like there's 500 people on a server. They should start merging the servers so everybody on every server has a fun, enjoyable time with the people around them. But other than that, I don't think it's necessarily worrisome that some of the servers have a lot of numbers dwindling, because they made a lot of extra servers just to cope with the peak launch period. So personally, I'm not really too worried about that. And yeah, we'll have to wait and see if they actually do address the server balance with the transfers. I'm very skeptical because they haven't done anything to address the server balance up until this point, so we'll have to wait and see if that is something they touch. If you like this video and you're interested in more New World content, then do like and subscribe to the channel. Have a most beautiful day. Goodbye.